Hey, how are you? This is Steve Lato again with my dear friend Mark Lieberman. We're at the Troy Traffic Jam. It is the year 2025. We're out here every single year, my friend, and you're one of the organizers. I gotta tell you, this show field is mind-boggling this year.
It's incredible what has come together here. I am always surprised. Each year gets bigger. Each year gets more incredible cars. We're featuring race cars this year. We've added an art tent. I mean, it is really incredible how this event has grown.
And I'll tell you right now, this is also a great cause. They're raising money for the Troy Historical Society. We're being hosted by the fine people at the Columbia Center. Of course, Alan Kierluck, great host. He's got some of his fast cars here too. But I also noticed, and I think we should start here, that directly over your left shoulder is a beautiful race car from the old days, and I believe that's your car.
It is. This is a 1913 Ford Model T Speedster. I bought this from the family that's owned this car since the 1920s. It is an incredible survivor. Car's never been restored. They painted it in 1951, but it represents a time in racing history that is, I should say, not to be forgotten. Incredibly well-equipped vehicle. This was really the supercar of the time. It's equipped with a 16-valve cylinder head. These weren't even overhead valve engines to begin with, so that was a tremendous modification at the time. It has a Harry Miller carburetor, exhaust cutout, special lowered suspension, Bosch magneto, all kinds of speed gear from the day. The other amazing thing about this is that the family that had owned it not only raced it for quite a number of years, but when they retired it from racing, this car actually went into driver service. And they used to drive this car on a regular basis for some serious long distance too.
And I'll tell you right now, I love looking at this car. It's like a time capsule from an earlier day. For instance, nowadays you don't often see gas tanks exposed right behind the driver's and passenger's seat. I think over the years we've discovered that there might be better places to put the fuel besides that. But of course you got your trunk back here and a very, very Spartan racing cockpit. Any idea what kind of tracks this racing, what kind of speeds it achieved?
Well, this would be likely, dirt tracks that they ran at the time. But interesting thing about this is that the body that's on this is a Columbia body. And you could buy this body out of a catalog at the time, and then you would modify your car. This was the early stages of the aftermarket developing for automobiles. And so in this instance, they bought this out of a catalog, installed it in the 20s, and now you've got yourself a race car that was indeed competitive at the time.
And I have to point out other nice timepieces is we have this beautiful radiator cap topper here.
It's called a MotoMeter, and that was the temperature gauge.
Yeah, the MotoMeter. So as you're ripping around the track, you just read that because again, there's not a lot of gauges inside. What I love is all the woodwork that you have on this car, and then also if we can get the camera around here and take a look at one of my favorite features on this car is that this right here is the engine sticking through the firewall.
That is the cylinder head that you can see coming through the firewall. But once again, this is early stages of developing an aftermarket race car equipment. And once again, here you have something that has survived all of these years, unrestored, for us to look at, appreciate, and celebrate the history of early racing.
And it is a time capsule. It really is a gorgeous piece of machinery. Again, like I said, you got the nice woodwork here, the nice body work here, and I know that you're working on getting this car running, and maybe someday we might see it like perhaps at the Race of Gentlemen.
It's very possible. We were fortunate enough to be invited to race in it. We should have this car running soon, and who knows, maybe one day I'll be inclined to get it out there and give it a celebration actually running with other cars.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a pop quiz right now. I notice that there are 4 pedals and 1 button on the floor. I can guess that 1 pedal's the brake, 1 pedal's the gas. What do the other pedals and the button do? Do you know?
So Model Ts did not have an accelerator pedal. That was installed for racing.
Oh, okay.
The throttle was controlled on the steering column here, and as you can see, the gas pedal goes up and down with that as well. Okay, so that was a racing accessory. Then you have a brake pedal, a reverse pedal, and then the clutch pedal. And the clutch pedal works quite opposite of what we're used to. press it all the way to the floor in order for this to go.
Okay, so this, of course, again, the 1913 Ford Model T Speedster. 1913 is quite a while ago, but like I said, it's a time capsule. This was a rocket back in the day. It's a beautiful car. I'm glad you got your hands on it. You're restoring it. And again, we are at the Troy Traffic Jam at the Columbia Center. We're just east of I-75 and on 16 Mile Road. And of course, anybody who's seeing this on some other date, mark your calendar. Check the website, watch the internet, because this always turns out beautifully. A lot of cars, a lot of amazing cars, things I've never seen before, and somehow you guys always get the weather to cooperate.
Well, this year we did for sure. It's beautiful out. Let's have a look at some other cars.
We'll do that.